On the passenger side for the spark plugs, we have what looks to be way more room than the driver's side. So I'm just gonna take the spark plugs one by one and replace them from the wheel well here. So I'm gonna start in the back, pull off one spark plug wire, do it, swap it, and then I'll just set the spark plug wire back on it. I'm not gonna click it in because we're gonna replace the spark plug wires and the cap as well. So I just wanna make sure I don't mix any of this up. Spark plug socket you're gonna use is a 5/8, and try to make sure you have the rubber still in yours so it actually grabs the spark plug. You might have to use some wobbly style extensions or some of these style where it has sort of the ball top, or let's see what else. These are on Amazon. These are pretty nice. Use a combination. Each one's probably gonna be a tad different. I love using Denso and NGKs on everything. I don't like to really run anything else. The Denso we're using is IT16 TT or 4713. It's a Iridium, and they're pre-gapped, so you don't have to do that. The only thing I do like to do is put anti-seize on the threads. So I'm gonna just put a dab across here, and then we can install it. If you're wondering how much anti-seize I use, it looks like this. And it's not really thick, it just fills in the threads. And now I'm going to thread it in 99% by hand, and then just give it a little torque to make sure it's tight. And we'll move on to the next plug and the next plug and the next plug. The driver's side here, the back two are pretty easy like the passenger side. This side, the front one's easy. So the only one that's really kind of hard is the one right in front of the steering shaft. So depending on what you got, might be hard, might be easy. We're gonna go in, I'll probably start from back to front and swap them out. I have all the spark plugs in now, so we don't need to be in this area anymore. Next step is gonna be putting the wheels on, putting the car back on the ground, and then popping the hood to do the wires and the cap. Here in the engine bay, we're gonna replace the spark plug wires, cap and rotor. So there's the wires, you follow them to the back here, and there's the cap, and the rotor's under the cap. So in order to get free movement back there, we're gonna undo the intake by doing the clamp here, clamp here, clamp here, and we're going to pull all of this apart, spin this, undo this. This is holding this cover down, and once that's out of the way, we'll have better access to the cap. You have a screw here that holds the back box thing to this one that plugs in here. So take that out, and then it all comes apart pretty easy after that. You got that off. You have to pull this piece over because this has a little clip here, and so it like slides in and down, and that helps hold it. I got this tune-up kit on Rock Auto. United Automotive is the brand. 1-7834. Here's all the stuff it comes with: wire separators, dielectric grease, screws, cap, rotor, and wires. The old cap is here. Uses a baby Torx bit that holds it down, one on each side, and then the cap is labeled with the number of cylinder where it goes. But we're going to do this one by one, and as we're removing one, we're going to replace it with the new one and plug it into the new cap. So I'll show you what that looks like after I do one of the cables. In my case, the one that's in here is a T15 screw. The new screw that came with the new cap is a T20 screw. So you're just gonna have to figure out which one yours is. I'm not gonna be able to tell you what you have. There's one marked C for coil. That one gets a double 90. All the rest of these have straight to 90s. So you can go ahead and put that one on, have it facing away, and then we can just remove it from over there because there's no way to mix that up. There's only one coil. I got the first one on the passenger side taken off, so now we have to measure against what we have and copy the length. So it's going to be one of the longer ones, and you just go through, hold it up and see if it's the right length. We have the whole passenger side done, so now this is all plugged in and this one is done, right? So what we can do now to make it easy is feed it up. Got this cap out of the way, this cap out of the way. We need to get the rotor off. It has two little Torx bit screws that hold it on. So take those off, get the new rotor, plug it back in, screw it down. New rotor's on. Next step is to put the cap on in the correct spot, like so. Put the two screws in, and now when we're doing these one by one, we'll plug them straight into here and it'll be totally completed. Both sides are now done. And just take your time, do it one by one so you don't get anything mixed up. So now we're gonna put the intake back on, screw everything down, make sure all the hose clamps are tight because you don't want them leaking, because then the mass airflow sensor isn't reading correctly and it will run like garbage. Make sure it's all tight, and then you're done. Hopefully this video helped you guys save some money. You should be showing all your sons and daughters how to do this so that they actually have some skills. So like, share, subscribe. I'll see you next time. Wrench on.